It's your MotoVagabondNate back here in Fuerteventura. It's a beautiful windy day, so I'm busting out some old equipment with a lav mic to help pick up some better sound. Today we're going to be doing a oil filter service on a 2018 Benelli K-Light 125, which is the Keeway 125 air-cooled power plant. It's a pretty simple service. We've got an oil catch that we've modified with a flap to catch the oil and make sure we have good disposal. Requires 1 liter of 1040 synthetic oil, a blade to modify our catch container, 17 millimeter for the drain plug, and my adjustable here so I can get the oil drain filter out, which is going to be a screen filter that we're going to clean. Put that back in, refill with oil, and let's get to it so we get an oil change done. First thing we always want to do is make sure we can put oil in if we take oil out. So I got an oil fill. We want to pull this bad boy out, which also has a dipstick, but check out below we have a sight glass as well. So we're going to put this in a secure area, leave that open for better draining. On the bottom of the engine we're going to see our oil drain plug right here. We'll break that loose, install our catch pan, and then drain the oil. I cut my catch out with a flap, catch the oil with that flap out front directly from the drain plug. Actually, I gotta go from under the frame bar here. I'm gonna break that bad boy loose. Once we get it loose enough to do with our fingers, we'll reach in with our fingers and get that oil out of there. And that's how that should work. You see the oil going directly into the catch pan. I'm not going to drop a drip of oil onto the earth here. Now that I've drained all the oil out of the bottom of this beast and she's in the catch can, just letting the last few bits of oil drip out of the bottom, I'm going to seal that off, use some duct tape to close the hole that I made so I can take that to a proper oil dump. And then we're going to retrieve the oil screen out of the side of the engine here. I just want to make sure I have enough room moving the catch pan out of the way to pull the screen out before we clean that. Installing the drain plug. Retrieving the oil pan. Torque that beast down and go at it with our adjustable. Now that you have that loose, prevent drips with this catch can. Let that drain for a moment. I'm always keeping some towels close by. Keep my hands clean as I go along through the process. It's going to be a more simple process if we remove this 8 millimeter from the shift shaft so we can remove our linkage and get that out of the way. It's right in front of it. So we use our 8 millimeter, break that loose, pull out the 8 millimeter, set that in a secure area. Bam, we can remove our linkage. Now, all that's drained out, we go back to removing our cover. And with that is our cover, spring, and screen. Oh boy, I'm actually going to use my dipstick to help retrieve that. And the oil has never been changed on this motorcycle. I purchased it with 3,200 kilometers. I hope you can see the oil and metal that I've collected on this piece. So let's clean that beast off real quick. That looks a lot better after a quick cleaning. No metal shavings. A lot better. So let's reinstall that. putting in our spring, installing it into the motorcycle, retrieving our cap, putting our cap on, there you go. Once you find the thread, she goes on nice and easy. At this point, we shouldn't have any drips of oil. So we'll retrieve the oil catch again. Clean that area of the engine. And finish tightening up our cap. Once that's secured, making sure our linkage goes on in the same position. So we pull our shift pedal up, and that was perpendicular to the deck. Slip our bolt back in here, finger tighten that beast, retrieve our 8mm. Don't want to lose this bolt. So secure that beast on, and to the fun part. Now we head to the other side of the machine, and we're going to throw in some oil, the most rewarding part of the process. We picked up from Nico the iPhone 1040 fully synthetic here. So let's pull this out, which has a nice spout. Pull that off, and without having a funnel, this should reach right to it. You might need to put like Kickstarter down a little bit. Get that out of the way. And we'll pour this guy right in there nice and easy, no spills. 1,000 milliliters or 1 liter is what it requires. But we still want to check on our sight glass and make sure once we get halfway through this process, see where she's up to. About halfway done. Nothing visible in the sight glass. Keep pouring. Almost 3/4 of the way done. We can see it now in the sight glass. Put the motorcycle in its full upright position. Find this little balance point. And it shows that it's full. So, well, we used a little bit more than 3/4. We only have about 1/10 of a liter left. So now, oil fill. There we go. Keys in the ignition, ready to give a little test start. See what happens. Let that brand new oil cycle for a moment. Cycled it through. Let's get a closer look. She's in upright position and she is right in the perfect spot. So we have successfully changed the oil in our 2018 Benelli Keeway 125. This is the K-Light series. Beautiful little machine. I think it's like 7.8 horsepower. She could use a little more juice, but as long as we keep the oil clean, she'll run forever. Have a good day and look for you for the next how-to with MotoVagabondNate.